For decades, South America has been regarded as the United States' geopolitical backyard, a region where American economic, political, and cultural influence traditionally held sway. From the Monroe Doctrine in the 19th century to the Cold War era, Washington maintained its dominance through trade relationships, security alliances, and ideological alignments. However, in recent years, this influence has significantly declined as China's presence in the region has grown dramatically. If you find our content insightful or thought-provoking, please consider liking the video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Your interaction helps our community thrive and reach others who might enjoy this journey with us. Thank you for being such a vital part of our story. China has become South America's largest trading partner, a major investor in infrastructure and natural resources, and a key diplomatic ally for several countries. Through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, China has made significant inroads into nations once firmly within the U.S. sphere of influence. By offering substantial loans, developing critical infrastructure, and fostering strategic economic relationships, China has reshaped regional dynamics, often sidelining the United States. The U.S. now faces considerable challenges in countering China's growing influence. China's economic strategies, focused on resource extraction, trade, and infrastructure development, appeal strongly to South American countries seeking investment and modernization. This shift raises critical questions about the future of U.S. leadership in the region and the broader implications for global power dynamics. These challenges have intensified with China's construction of a strategic port in Peru. This port significantly enhances shipping and transportation between South America and China, strengthening their economic ties. To understand the significance of this development, it's essential to explore the historical relationship between China and Peru, which has evolved into a robust strategic partnership marked by deep economic ties and cultural exchanges. Over the years, the bilateral relationship between China and Peru has deepened, making China Peru's largest trading partner and a key investor in its development. The economic dimension of their partnership has been pivotal, driven by robust trade, investment, and infrastructure projects. A significant milestone came in 2009 with the signing of the China-Peru Free Trade Agreement, which took effect in 2010. This agreement eliminated tariffs on most goods, leading to a dramatic expansion in trade. By 2022, trade volume between the two nations had reached $32.7 billion, with copper and iron ore dominating Peruvian exports, valued at $17.6 billion. China's investments in Peru are heavily concentrated in the mining sector, with major companies like China Minmetals and Shugung Hierro Peru operating significant projects, including the Las Bambas copper minion, of the largest in the world. Infrastructure development has also seen substantial Chinese involvement. The inauguration of the $3.5 billion Chancay port in 2024, co-developed by COSCO Shipping Ports and Vulcan Compañía Minera, highlights China's commitment to enhancing trade connectivity with South America. This port is expected to reduce shipping time to China and position Peru as a regional trade hub. Beyond minerals, agriculture has become an important aspect of trade, with Peru exporting products like grapes, avocados, and coffee to meet the growing demand for high-quality food in China. However, concerns persist about Peru's economic dependence on China, particularly given the volatility of commodity prices. Cultural ties between China and Peru are also deeply rooted in history. In 1875, Peru became the first Latin American country to establish diplomatic relations with China. Chinese migration in the 19th century further strengthened these connections, leading to the creation of the Tucson community, which has profoundly influenced Peruvian culture. The fusion of Chinese and Peruvian culinary traditions gave rise to chifa, a popular cuisine that symbolizes their rich cultural integration. Modern cultural exchanges continue through initiatives such as Confucius Institutes in Peru, which promote Chinese language and culture, and academic programs that foster mutual understanding. Festivals like Chinese New Year are celebrated in various parts of Peru, reflecting the enduring influence of Chinese culture in the country. Meanwhile, significant infrastructure developments are strengthening economic ties between the two nations. The Chancay megaport, developed by China's COSCO shipping ports, is strategically located on the Pacific coast, about 60 kilometers north of Lima. This deep-water facility, inaugurated on November 14, 2024, by Chinese President Xi Jinping and Peruvian President Dina Boluarte, is COSCO's largest port investment in Latin America. Developed in partnership with Paris Vulcan, Compañía Mineraware, COSCO holds a 60% stake, and Vulcan 40%. The project started with an initial $1.3 billion investment, projected to exceed $3.5 billion within a decade. The Chancay port is set to become a pivotal trade hub, enhancing commerce between South America and Asia. It is expected to reduce shipping time from Peru to China to just 23 days and cut logistics costs by at least 20%. Initially designed to handle 1 million containers annually, the port has ambitious plans for future expansion. This development aligns with China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, positioning the port as a crucial link in a new trans-Pacific trade corridor connecting Latin America with China. However, the port's potential dual-use capabilities have raised concerns among U.S. officials. They fear it could provide access for Chinese naval vessels, potentially altering the strategic balance in the Pacific and challenging U.S. maritime dominance. China, as expanding influence in Latin America, exemplified by its partnership with Peru, may lead to shifts in regional alliances and economic dependencies. This could complicate U.S. efforts to promote democratic governance and human rights, as some countries might align more closely with China's development model, which often prioritizes economic growth over political reforms. Economically, the Chancay port is projected to generate $4.5 billion in annual revenue for Peru and create over 8,000 direct jobs. This development aims to position Peru as a key gateway for shipping routes across the Americas, fostering broader regional economic integration. China's relationship with South America is set to expand further as Beijing deepens its economic, political, and infrastructural ties throughout the region. China's investments in countries such as Peru, Brazil, and Argentina reflect its broader strategy to secure critical resources, enhance global trade routes, and increase geopolitical influence. Initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, provide a framework for this engagement, supporting infrastructure projects such as ports, railways, and highways that facilitate greater integration between South America and the Chinese economy. This growing role presents a significant challenge for the United States. Economically, as China solidifies its position as the largest trading partner for many South American nations, U.S. exports and investments face increasing competition. China's dominance in mineral imports, essential for industries like renewable energy and electronics, also threatens U.S. access to critical resources. Furthermore, Chinese-funded infrastructure projects often include trade and investment agreements that can exclude U.S. businesses, further diminishing American influence. In the long term, this shift could have ripple effects on the U.S. economy. Reduced influence in South America might weaken the U.S. position in global supply chains, particularly for vital commodities like copper, lithium, and soybeans. Additionally, strategic infrastructure developments like the Chancay megaport in Peru could disrupt traditional shipping routes and trade flows, reshaping global commerce in ways that favor China. Geopolitically, the erosion of U.S. influence in what was once considered its backyard signals a broader shift in global power dynamics. As China continues to strengthen its foothold in South America, the United States faces the pressing challenge of adapting its strategies to maintain relevance and influence in this evolving landscape. As China strengthens its foothold in South America, it gains leverage in a region critical to U.S. economic and security interests. If these trends continue, the United States will need to reassess its strategies, potentially increasing investments, re-engaging diplomatically, and fostering multilateral partnerships to counterbalance China's growing presence. In summary, the future of China-South America relations points toward deepening ties and expanding influence. While this partnership offers significant benefits to South American nations, it poses a strategic challenge for the United States, with long-term implications for its economy and global standing. To mitigate these impacts, the U.S. must adapt to the evolving geopolitical landscape and strengthen its alliances in the region. Thank you for spending your time with us today. We truly appreciate your presence in our community. If this video resonated with or inspired you, please consider supporting us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us share more valuable content with you and others who might benefit from it. Stay tuned. We have another captivating video ready for you to enjoy now.